So today I only had chemistry classes and I actually prepared to film this one, not just yapping like I always do. So today we only talked about nomenclatures, and I went to a French high school, so nomenclature in French is totally different in terms of how to name it and how it works. In French it's just saying the prefix and the elements, and that's it, and like no matter what kind of case basically. In English it's so much more complicated, so here are the rules. First, separate into two. First, the first section is that they are ionic compounds, so basically compounds that have bonds of charged bonds, and the other one is the molecular compounds, which are covalent bonds instead of ionic bonds. So the ionic ones have charge, and then in this ionic compounds, there are 5 rules. First of all, if it is a metal and only a metal that can only form with one cation, which is a positive ion, then you just put the name of the metal plus the name of the second element, usually a non-metal, and you change the name into the termination of ide, so IDE, so oxide, chloride. And then that's the first rule. Second rule, if it can make bonds with more than one cation, so basically more than one positive ion, then in that case we have to use a totally different, well, not totally, but quite a bit different way of formatting. You put parentheses and a Roman numerical shift, like a numbers 3 that's like this. 1 is like an I, 2 is like 2 I's in the parentheses to indicate not what you see in the equation, but the charge of the metal. And this is like the opposite of what you see in the equation, because it's usually the opposite. And then I'm running out of time, I'm just going to skip through it. The third is like the hydrate. In this case we put a prefix like a mono, D, tri, but for water molecules only, and we just add that to it. If it's polyatomics, we add that, the exact same rules. You add polyatomic instead of hydride, chloride. And then after that we have other stuff I kind of forgot. I can't cover all of that. And on the other side over here we have the covalent bonds, which are molecular compounds. In molecular compounds there's the acid, so if it is a 8, then you change it to ik. If it ends with a ite, you change it to us. Chloride becomes chloris, and then chlorate